It is 82 a.m. The sun just rose twice. The first sunrise was beautiful. The second one was silent white and vaporized retinas. Congratulations, you survived the thermal pulse. You avoided becoming a permanent shadow on the pavement. The shockwave merely shattered your windows instead of your lungs. You think the worst is over because the noise stopped. You are wrong, the physics didn't stop at the explosion. It just got smaller, quieter, and infinitely meaner. The real timer has just started and it radiates. Most people think radiation is magic death light. They think it glows green like in cartoons. The reality is much more boring and terrifying. Miles above, tons of vaporized dirt are cooling down. As they cool, they condense around unstable isotopes. These are microscopic bullets that never stop firing. In 20 minutes, they fall out of the sky like snow. Treat this like a storm and you die in 3 weeks. You bleed out inside while your doctor watches helplessly. We fix this using physics and heavy furniture. Let's talk about the invisible enemy. You have 3 opponents. First is alpha. These are the bowling balls of atoms. Heavy, slow, stupid. They can't penetrate a sheet of paper. If they stay outside, they are harmless. But if you breathe them in, if you swallow a dust particle the size of sand, that bowling ball smashes cells inside your soft lungs. Second is beta. These are the paintballs. They penetrate clothes and burn skin, causing nuclear sunburn. It doesn't heal, it rots. Third is the sniper gamma. Gamma rays are pure energy with no mass. They don't care about your hazmat suit or house. They go through walls, they go through you. As they pass, they strip electrons off your atoms, effectively shredding your DNA like a zipper in a lawnmower. Phase 1 is the geometry of shielding. The myth is that you need to run. You grab keys, jump in the car, and hit the highway. This is a fatal error. A car is made of glass and thin metal. Against gamma, a car is a microwave with a sunroof. You will be stuck in gridlock with panicking people, watching fallout accumulate on your windshield like pollen. The reality is that distance is a luxury you don't have. You need mass, you need to understand protection factor. Standing outside is PF1, you take the full dose. A normal house is PF2, you take half the dose. That is not enough, you need PF40, you need to be in the center as low as possible. If you don't have a basement, build a fortress, strip the mattresses off the beds, flip the heavy oak table. But the secret weapon? Books paper is surprisingly dense. A wall of encyclopedia stops more radiation than drywall. Build a cave in the center of your house, it will be hot, cramped, and smell like fear. But that cave keeps your bone marrow working on Tuesday. Phase 2 is the hygiene trap. You made it inside, but you're covered in sniper ammunition. You need to decontaminate. The myth needs a scrubbing team. The reality is you need a warm shower. But here is the critical mistake that kills people: conditioner. Do not use hair conditioner, it binds to hair strands. It chemically glues radioactive dust to your skull. You are wearing a helmet of death. Use soap, use shampoo, scrub gently. Scrub too hard and you give radiation a highway inside. Wash the dust off, bag the clothes, throw them out. You just reduced your exposure by 90%. Phase 3 is the water lie. You're thirsty. The tap water might be contaminated. You think boil it. Wrong, boiling kills bacteria. It does nothing to radiation. You cannot kill an isotope with heat. It was born in a nuclear fireball. Your camping stove will not impress it. Boiling radioactive water just gives you hot radioactive water. You boil off steam and concentrate isotopes in the sludge. The trash-based fixes filtration. Remove physical particles from the liquid. Make a filter using a sock, sand, charcoal, and coffee filters. Pour water through the layers. Sand catches big stuff. Charcoal grabs chemicals. Coffee filter catches the dust. If you remove the dust, the water is mostly safe. The water isn't radioactive. The dirt floating in it is. Phase 4 is the time math. Radiation burns itself out. It follows the 7-10 rule. 7-fold time increase drops radiation by a factor of 10. 1000 rads at hour 1 becomes 100 rads at hour 7. 49 hours later it drops to 10 rads. 2 weeks later it's down to 1 rad. The first 48 hours are the game. Stay prone behind your wall of books for 2 days. If you check your lawn at hour 6 you die. Patience is not a virtue, it is a biological requirement. Phase 5 is psychological warfare. The myth is strength in numbers with neighbors. The reality: in 72 hours neighbors are a threat. If unprepared, they are panicked, irradiated, and desperate. Opening your door breaks your seal and lets dust in. You need the contamination bluff. If people knock, answer with silence and a sign. Smear black grease or ash on your front door, tape a sign that says "Sasike Ansi or Qur Antie." Make your house look like a tomb. Looters want resources, not acute radiation syndrome. If you look like a plague victim, they move on. It's petty and dark, but keeps your air filter clean. Finally, let's address the walking ghost. If you mess this up, you won't die instantly. You vomit, then feel better. This is the latent phase. You aren't fine, your bone marrow has quit its job. Your platelets are gone, your immune system resigned. The lining of your intestines is sloughing off. A week later you collapse. Bacteria from your gut leak into your bloodstream. You die of sepsis while bleeding from your gums. It is a horrific, messy, undignified way to go. Survival isn't about being a hero with a rifle. It isn't about how much gold you bought. You can't shoot a gamma ray or bribe a beta particle. It is about discipline. Understand the air is poison for a specific time. Have the stubbornness to sit in a dark basement, breathing stale air, peeing in a bucket, waiting on physics. The universe is trying to erase your genetic code. Your job is to stay boring, heavy, and hidden. Wait until the universe gets distracted and moves on. The blast was the opening bell, the silence is the fight. Don't let the invisible light win.